Trauma is like untangling your earphones, which requires a lot of patience, care, and faith. Okay, we all know what trauma is, so let's understand what a person feels like when they are going through trauma. Experiencing trauma can be incredibly challenging. The person who is going through trauma may feel anxious, numb, or disconnected from themselves and others. They might also have flashbacks, nightmares, or intrusive thoughts related to the traumatic event. It's common to struggle with emotions like fear, anger, or sadness, and to have difficulty concentrating or sleeping. This video is divided into different segments, which will help you to come back and rewatch that part. So let's begin. I was stuck in a dark phase before where I was abandoning my feeling, and one day it reached the peak where I faced all those feelings I was avoiding. So I would say acknowledge the fact that you are facing this shit and you are stuck here. Face the elephant in the room. Admitting that you have been through some tough stuff is the first step. It's like shining on the monster under your bed. Scary, but it loses its power when you acknowledge the fact, accept your emotions, and take it out. Cry, scream, let yourself feel that pain. I had this friendship where things were going really good until that friend backstabbed me. This led into me having trust issues in all the friendships I was going to have later on. Then I started learning how my brain was reacting to it. I started noticing my coping mechanisms. Like I used to watch 3 to 4 movies in a day during that period to avoid the feelings, to avoid that I have been abandoned and I have been backstabbed. I used to watch those movies to escape the realities. This friendship gave me a really good lesson of understanding myself more, knowing what was going on with my brain to make it less daunting. I started being kind to myself. I gave myself royal treatment because I learned the fact that how you treat yourself is the same how others going to treat you. If you degrade yourself constantly, people will do the same to you. I started journaling, working out, made time to cook for myself. I just started doing everything that used to make me happy before. I started drawing, painting, writing different poems, and which I really like to do, by the way. I just started doing everything that came under the category of self-care. I would say self-care really helped me. It just plays a very important role when you are going through a very tough time in your life. Self-care really reminds you of the standards you have set for your future friendships, close ones, and basically the people you should surround yourself with. Talking of which brings me to how people you surround yourself with should be your biggest supporters. I used to entertain the most awful and toxic people, and the year after that, when everything went downhill, was the day of my life when I met the mature version of myself. I met the type of person I was never before. I changed myself. I took efforts to overcome my insecurities. I realized my self-worth. I started noticing how different people treat you when you are around them. I literally stopped giving time to people who do not respect others, who have no real ambitions, talk rubbish all the time. They do not respect other people's boundaries, have tame energy. If people around you do not support you and if they make you feel down, cut them off. What's taking so long? Like, you should cut them off and they should not be a part of your life, because that also leads to reminding yourself of the trauma you have faced before and some feelings that are being bottled up. You be your own biggest supporter. You be your own support person around you. No, for real, but the company you have can be low vibrational as well. Trauma can mess with your self-image, beliefs around the world. There are times when I have had the most terrifying thoughts and I could not express it, but those thoughts actually made me want to take steps which no one should. You should start questioning those negative thoughts you have, challenge them with evidence to the contrary. I started noticing the negative thoughts I had and I started facing them. I started questioning them. I started telling myself and reminding myself that what I'm thinking is just a thought. It is not real. It is not what defines me. Also, I would like to say this, that you are not defined by your past. You are the author of your own story. Transform your pain into purpose. Helping others who have been through some trauma is a really good way of healing yourself, and I have done that, and that has helped me a lot, honestly. I do not like repeating this every time, but reduce that goddamn screen time. Give yourself some time, develop new habits, seek professional help if you are dealing with the same issue from a long time. If you are having anger issues or attachment issues or whatever, you should seek for professional help if it is taking too long for you to overcome that, or just seek professional help if nothing is working out. And I would tell you, therapy is the best way to transform that. Staying in your bed all the time will make you feel lethargic, and it will drain your energy no matter what you say. Listen to good music, okay? Listen to music that makes you feel happy. Now, don't tell me you find sad song your kind of vibe, because I will. If you want to heal yourself, start surrounding yourself with the energy that you want yourself to be around. What I meant is, surround yourself with energy that makes you feel happy, that uplifts you, that gives you positive vibes. If you want to heal yourself, you should not be around low and sadistic energy. Even if it's music, even if it's some show, you should watch something that actually uplifts you, gives you a purpose to live. Even if your mood is like this, listen to uplifting music. Take yourself out on solo dates, man. Enjoy being around yourself. Your mental peace will be, should be, and always is the most foremost priority at this point. Healing is a long process, yet it is quite human to fall in love, get yourself heartbroken, be in a toxic friendship, get cheated on. Also, if you are ashamed of how bad you did to someone in the past, or you were the toxic person in that relation with someone, know that your acceptance is the first step, and detaching yourself from the old behavior is the most important and very essential step. Your past cannot define you, or the people who knew the past version of yourself cannot define you, okay? It cannot define you and your self-worth. You are way more precious than the incorrect and the old definitions, or the definitions of the past you. You should appreciate the new you. You should be proud of how good you are going to make yourself in the future. You should be proud of steps you are taking. You are taking in the initiative to improve yourself. That's what matters the most. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps. Comment below for suggestions regarding new videos. It will be really helpful for me. I will be really glad to make them. Like, subscribe, support. And sorry if the voice is a little bit different today, because I have a lot of cold, and yes, I decided to show up for myself today even if I had cold, because yes, that's what we are going to do. We are going to show up for ourselves. We are going to take steps to make the best versions of ourselves. Okay, that's it for today. Bye.